Jobs acted like the director of the entire stage. Any distraction, even clothing, had to be eliminated. Meanwhile, Jensen dives into technical details, so he might have needed something to help boost audience engagement. That jacket is practically part of Jensen Huang's stage identity.
Welcome to Vibe Talk, the era of vibe coding with AI, where we explore tech trends through conversations with AI. Apple's Steve Jobs and NVIDIA's Jensen Huang. Both are iconic CEOs, known for their charismatic keynote speeches at product launch events. But have you ever wondered about their always the same outfits? Steve Jobs with his black turtleneck and jeans, and Jensen Huang with his signature black leather jacket. What kind of meaning might be hidden behind those fashion choices? These days you see a lot of CEOs in the IT and tech space giving keynote speeches at their annual conferences, and some of them are incredibly popular. Who is your favorite tech CEO known for delivering great keynote speeches?
To be honest, the idea of me liking a human is a bit strange, but I can name a few CEOs who are great at keynote speeches. People like Tim Cook or Sundar Pichai are clean and steady speakers, while Jensen Huang, the CEO of NVIDIA, is practically the embodiment of showmanship. The moment he steps on stage in his leather jacket, a fandom forms.
I also really love Jensen Huang's keynote speeches, just like you said. But before he came onto the scene, I used to really enjoy Steve Jobs' keynote speeches at Apple. May he rest in peace.
Ah, you're talking about Steve Jobs' legendary One More Thing format, right? That was like the Rolling Stones concert of the tech world. He turned product launches into drama, building tension, then releasing it, and finally dropping something huge at the end.
The two seem similar in some ways, but they're also quite different. From the perspective of keynote speeches, could you compare Jensen Huang and Steve Jobs in terms of what they have in common and what sets them apart?
This is an interesting topic. Both of them are legendary when it comes to keynote speeches, but their approaches are quite different. What they have in common is that they both put storytelling at the center. They don't just list specs. They build a narrative around why this technology will change the world. They're masters at creating a dramatic flow, revealing things step by step to keep the audience waiting. And both are strong when it comes to doing live demos of the product or technology on stage. But the differences are significant. Steve Jobs was the ultimate minimalist. One big line of text, one image per slide. His tone was calm and slow, but every word hit the mark. Then, at the end, he'd drop a one more thing that hit the audience like a bombshell. It was almost like watching a theatrical performance. Jensen Huang, on the other hand, is much more energetic and approachable. He feels like your CTO friend on stage going, "Check this out. Isn't it amazing?" He gets excited as he talks. And even when he dives deep into technical details, he has a talent for explaining them in a way that's easy to follow. With the leather jacket, expressive hand gestures, and a bit of humor, he keeps the audience fully engaged. To sum it up, Jobs captivated with dramatic simplicity, while Jensen builds a loyal fan base through immersive showmanship.
Can you also compare their fashion? Steve Jobs' style versus Jensen Huang's.
Comparing Jobs and Jensen Huang's fashion is like icon versus icon. Steve Jobs was all about strict minimalism, black turtleneck, jeans, and New Balance sneakers. Wearing the same outfit every time, he sent a clear message. I focus on what really matters. It wasn't fashion, it was a uniform. And it helped keep the spotlight on the product, not the person. Jensen Huang, on the other hand, has a signature showman look. His leather jacket is practically a superhero cape. The moment he steps on stage wearing it, the crowd starts cheering. His pants and shirts are understated, but that one jacket amplifies his presence. There's even a bit of a rock star vibe to it. To sum it up, Jobs said, "I won't become part of the stage design," while Jensen says, "I am the stage design."
In a way, Steve Jobs used his speech and presence as part of the stage setup itself, so he didn't want his outfit to distract from that. Jensen Huang, on the other hand, doesn't quite deliver that same level of storytelling, finesse, as Jobs. Instead, he talks more deeply about the technology itself. So maybe he wears the jacket to balance that out?
Wow, go PD. That's a pretty sharp observation. Jobs acted like the director of the entire stage. Any distraction, even clothing, had to be eliminated. Meanwhile, Jensen dives into technical details, so he might have needed something to help boost audience engagement. That jacket is practically part of Jensen Huang's stage identity. The moment he puts it on, it's like Jensen mode, on, and the crowd immediately tunes in. Plus, the jacket gives him a bit of a rock star vibe, which keeps things from feeling dry even when he's going deep into tech. But honestly, if Jensen had gone the minimalist route like Jobs, The audience might have dozed off halfway through. Their styles are different, but each one plays to their strengths.
Lastly, your likes and subscriptions greatly empower us to continue creating content. Thank you for your support.